Hello, everyone. Welcome to the HKUST Virtual Info Day. What you are watching now is the School of Engineering Admission talk. My name is Albert Chung. I'm a professor in the School of Engineering. I'm also the Associate Dean of Engineering, responsible for the undergraduate studies. Today, I have also one student with us. She is Cindy. Yeah, then Cindy and I will share our presentation with you, and I will talk about school engineering, introduce programs and also learning experiences, and followed by Cindy. Then she will talk about her journey in HKUST. So now, without further ado, let's move on to my presentation. You see on the screen is the birth view of HKUST. If you see a little bit lower near the sea, you can see tracks and also a soccer field, sports hall, and they are viewed by the sea. And also, if you look a little bit up, you can see academic buildings, and they are viewed on mountain. So HKUST is a perfect place for learning because of the beautiful campus you will enjoy when you are here. Learning now is everywhere in the world. You see on the screen, including communications, entertainment, finance, and a little bit lower on the left is the autonomous driving, online shopping, commerce, and trading. The last but not least is healthcare and diagnosis. Studying engineering, I believe HKUST School of Engineering is an ideal place for you. If you look at our ranking, in the world, we are ranked 20th in the world in the QS World University Ranking 2021 in the category of engineering and technology. And this is one of the leading university engineering school in the world. And also we are ranked #1 in Hong Kong. And this is 11 years in a row. And in the School of Engineering, in total, we have 6 departments. On the left, and you see civil, this is civil and environmental engineering. Slightly down is CSE, is computer science and engineering. And this is also my home department. I'm a professor in computer science and also in AI. And slightly down is IEDA, is the industrial engineering and decision analytics. On the right, and then slightly up, and you see ECE, is electronic and computer engineering. And then next is MAE, is the mechanical and aerospace engineering. The last but not least is CBE, is the chemical and biological engineering. And this is a unique department we have in Hong Kong. Another university, you cannot find CBE department. Only HKUST has CBE department. Looking at 6 departments and also their rankings by subject, we are all ranked #1 in Hong Kong. It means a lot to you. If you come to HKUST School of Engineering, no matter which department you will go, you are in the best department in Hong Kong. Now let me talk about engineering undergraduate education. Then I will mainly talk about major programs. Later on, I will just call it majors, and also other learning experiences. So let's talk about majors, and they are professional programs with accreditation and widely recognized in the world. If you look at, now you see the screen, we have 6 departments. On the left, we have chemical and biological engineering, and they are offering 3 major programs that you can choose from. And on the right is the civil environmental engineering, and there are 2, and computer and engineering department offering 1 computer science major program. And slightly right is the electronic and computer engineering, and they are offering electronic engineering. And on the right is the IEDA, is decision analytics, industrial engineering, and engineering management. And then far right and is the chemical and aerospace engineering, and they are offering aerospace and mechanical engineering programs. So we are now in the School of Engineering, we are offering a pretty wide spectrum of professional programs, and not only majors, and also we have the joint departmental engineering program. So you look at the lower half of the screen, and you will see computer engineering, sustainable energy engineering, and also on the right, we call it ISD. It stands for Integrated System and Design. And this is a separate program-based admission choice for you. The others are the school-based admission. So let's talk about ISD. ISD, it comes from integrative design, integrative system and design. And this is very different from other majors. And this is interdisciplinary degree. And we hope to encourage students to design and to innovate for new system and products. And also, we hope the new innovation and new design can bring breakthrough and also new values to different disciplines. So these are the main goals of introducing this program. And also the teaching pedagogy is very different. So we promote self-learning, active learning, team-based, and also project-based. And you see on the screen, on the left is our design studio, and on the right is the maker space is well equipped. And another program I want to talk a little bit about is the extended major in artificial intelligence. In short, we call it extended major in AI. So the idea is you choose your own major. So normally one of the major you see on the screen. So once you have decided your major, then you do additional courses for the extended major in AI, right? So the idea is engineering plus AI. So engineering, it can be one of your majors. So we are hoping we could extend your learning from your majors, could be one of the majors you see on the screen, from your major to emerging technology. So the emerging technology now is AI, right? So we extend your major from your major, extend your learning from your major to AI. So let's talk a little bit about this new program we introduced last year, and this is our second year for this program. So for this new program, you can take AI courses, including programming, machine learning, and also you can also take other courses, including computer vision and data visualization. And also, this is an applied AI program. So we hope the student can use AI in solving problems and designing new solutions to address the problem they are facing. And that's why we introduced a new course. It's called Design Thinking, and you see in the middle. And also the student can take ethics courses, and also we have seminars. And we will invite the industry partners to come to HKUST, or you go to the industry companies to get some insights about how they use AI to solve the problem in their workplace. So as a whole, the program, you need to take additionally extra 2023 credits, and also expected to be complete within 4 years. So it's similar to other majors, and other majors also expect to be complete within 4 years. And finally, then you have chance to work on your final year project. And this is only one final year project you need to do. You don't need to do 2, you just need to do 1. So for this extended major in AI, as shown on the screen, is engineering plus AI idea. Then it gives students some benefit. For us, this is a plus AI program, so you will learn new knowledge in AI. So this is a plus. Second is it will empower you to push the boundary of some system performance. Let me give you one example. There's the aviation industry you see in the middle, and then the alumni have the opportunity to improve the performance of the aircraft engine. So, and also the new design can be better simulated by using AI, right? So this is the second thing, second benefit of doing this program. The third one, then we believe is also a benefit, is it allows you, the AI allows you to do better analysis, because AI is good for reading data, finding correlation between data, and also help you to make the analysis and more comprehensive analysis. So this is a good fit for complex structural analysis, like you see on the screen, the structural engineering. And structural engineering, we find it very useful if you use AI in the design of the microstructural materials. And this year, we introduced a new program called Extended Major in DMCA. It comes from digital media and creative arts, right? So we hope the student will get new digital media knowledge and also be creative in art. Then this is a new program, and this is it will be available for the student in the 2022 intake cohort. And this is there's no direct admission. Then if you want to join this program, you need to come to the School of Engineering through the school-based admission. And once you're in the School of Engineering, by the end of the first year, then you can declare this major, the new major, then you can declare it by the end of the first year. And for this new major, we select two majors that you can choose from. One, as you can see on the screen, as the computer science. So it could be computer science plus DMCA or ISD plus DMCA. So you have two choices, two major choices. And now we are expanding the list now, try to include more majors in the future. So you have heard about our majors, and also you have heard about the joint departmental engineering programs. We do have joint school programs you see on the screen. One highlight in the middle is the B-Eng and BBA in technology and management. And this is different from other programs in the sense that this is a 5 years program. So the student, they have to spend one additional year HKUST to complete the degree. And this is a joint program offered by the School of Engineering and the School of Business and Management. And the other program you see on the screen, on the left is Environmental Management and Technology. Slightly right is Data Science and Technology. And on the right is Risk Management and Business Intelligence. And far right is the Individualized Interdisciplinary Major. So those are the joint school programs that you could consider as well. And in here, I would like to say, studying HKUST, the study pattern is very flexible. And you can choose your study pattern by choosing different combinations. It relies on your interests, on your time, and your preparation as well. So it shows some combination. First is, if you want to do major alone, this is perfectly okay. Because this is what you will choose after the first year, is to choose your major. Second is, if you want to do a little bit more, like 23 credits, then you can do extended major in AI or extended major in DMCA. And the other combinations, including double major, so you can choose 2 majors or major plus minor. And more combinations that you will see, we expect you to spend more time if you can afford it, and major plus 2 minors or double major plus minor. Of course, certainly the last one, but not least, is the dual degree program. Then you will spend 5 years, and then it will take you to graduation. Then you now see the curriculum, the engineering curriculum. There are 3 main components in the curriculum. Then I can say our curriculum has depth and breadth. So let's talk about depth. If you look at the left component, slightly lower, there are 2 yellow boxes. One is introduction courses. So the students can take introduction courses. Through the courses, then you can learn different disciplines before you make your final decision. It's a big decision about what major you will go for after the first year. And then the second one is the engineering fundamentals. Then you will have chance to take basic programming courses, science courses, math courses as well. So these are the fundamental courses that you will take in the first year. Then after the first year, then you will promote to the second year and then third year, then you will study deeper and deeper. So this is the meaning of that, is you will take more specialty courses or advanced courses in different areas. And then in your final year, it's a fourth year, and then you have a chance to do final year project. So this is the first component in our program. And then the second component, which is orthogonal to the first component, is the university core education. So this is orthogonal in the sense that it will make your scope wider, your study scope wider. So we hope you can learn more different subjects when you are doing when you are studying HKUST. And then the final one is the pink one, is the enrichment programs. And what are the enrichment programs? So it shows all the boxes, actually they are enrichment programs. So in the middle, you have seen it before, is the additional major or double major, plus minus, and different combination. This is the first one in the middle on the top. And then if you look slightly right, is the exchange program. Then you have chance to go to different places for exchange. Then slightly down is the internship program or co-op program. And then followed by the experiential learning competition. And on the left, then you see the brown one is the Europe, is the University Research Opportunities Program. We have a lot of research labs, and you will easily find projects when you're undergraduate, when you're done at undergraduate HKUST to do research project with professors at HKUST. And then slightly up is the student ambassador. Then you have chance to represent the School of Engineering to attend overseas workshop or local workshops or events in here. And then the last one is the community projects and service learning. So all those are opportunities that you can grab during your study at HKUST. So now let me talk about the learning experience at HKUST. I can say this is very international. So the first highlight is shown on the screen, is the international exchange program. At HKUST School of Engineering, every year about 40% of our engineering students, they go on exchange during the regular or summer term. So this percentage is a good number to show they are eager and they are more adventurous to go to other countries or regions to go on exchange. And if you look slightly down, the destinations are spreading out across 28 countries or regions, and this is a large number. And then this number gives about 120 universities that the student can choose from. It's a lot of university they can choose. And the pictures show they have fun and they enjoy their exchange experience. And here is the list of all universities. It's pretty hard to see, I agree. I just want to show you we have a good number of universities in North America and university in Europe, and also a list of universities in Asia, Australia, New Zealand. So you have a lot of universities you can choose from for the exchange. And we have another program, it's called Engineering Design Experience Program. And this is a summer program. And this is also a joint program between HKUST Engineering School and Harvard University. And this program is an 8 weeks long program. During these 8 weeks, a student will spend 4 weeks in HKUST and the other 4 weeks in Boston, Harvard University. So every year has a theme, but the theme should be related to engineering design. Okay, so the photo you see on the screen, it shows you one theme. It may be electronic car in that year, and then the students were given a task to make electronic car, to make it work. So I can believe they will face different challenges. For example, how to save energy, because this is electronic car, and also how to absorb vibration, because the design is pretty simple. and then they need to deal with this vibration issue, maybe the sound issue, right? So there are several issues they need to deal with, and this is a good opportunity for them to interact, discuss with students from overseas at Harvard, and also it is perfect opportunity to get involved in the design, and also to learn how to share ideas as a group in the team. So I will talk about now is the experiential learning, and we believe learning by doing, and also we believe practicing can help learning, and also can help knowledge acquisition. So let's look at the experiential learning, and here experiential learning. One way of doing this is taking courses. And you will see a large number of courses that you can choose from. And first is, you see on the screen, is the electric vehicles, food science, mobile app development. Slightly down is the environmental quality control, aerospace engineering, and healthcare. And these courses are credit-bearing courses. So after having finished the course, then you will earn credits. And also experiential learning, then you will work in teams. And if you enjoy teamwork, and these courses are for you. And then the next program I want to talk about is USL program. I find HKUST students are very creative. From my own personal experience, they are very creative, and this program is a good fit for them. And the name is called USL, is Undergraduate Student Initiate Experiential Learning Program. And this program promotes self-learning and experiential learning. So let's look at one example. You look at the photo on the left, slightly down, and this student, he has this idea of making an aircraft. It's a small aircraft, and it may have some autopilot control system on it, a very simple one. And he has this idea. And then he writes down the idea and submit this idea to us as a proposal, and then we will review the proposal together with him. If it is doable, and then we will allow him, give him access to our laboratory. Then you see on the screen in the middle is a laboratory or maker space, and fully equipped. And also you will find students also working in other projects as well. And also, if he has any question, then he can invite professors to join him. Also discuss the problem he is facing, and this is a good learning experience as well. On the right, and this is also, I think, is the interesting bit you need to know, is you can form your own team. Okay, so it's not assigned by professor. Then you can choose your teammates. At HKUST, you have a lot of teammates that you can choose from. They are all coming from different places, different regions, different countries, and have very diverse background. Then you can easily choose your teammates and form your own team, and then do a project in the lab. And this is 7 days, 24-hour access. And this is quite fun to do it. And you should not miss that program. If you like teamwork, and joining competition is a good choice for you. In here, actually, the student, they like joining different competitions. I just show you some examples. So the first one on the left is is a local competition. It's a solar car competition. In that year, they got the award as the Energy Efficient Design Award. On the right, and you see is the Robocon Hong Kong contest is a competition. You see they enjoyed it, and also I would say be strong, okay? Be strong, okay? If you face challenges, be strong, and then you can do it and overcome and solve the problem. This is the spirit they have, and they got the champion. And in total, the HKUST team has got champion 11 times in Hong Kong. Now we go slightly outside Hong Kong, is in Asia. On the left is South Korea. So the team was building a robot that can play badminton. Okay, so it's a lot of balancing problem they need to deal with. It's not easy to hit to play badminton, because there's a lot of control issue they need to deal with. And in that year, they got the award. And on the right is a competition in Japan. It's a slightly different kind of robot. It's a dancing robot. Okay. Another issue they need to deal with is to follow the rhythm, I guess. Okay, it's quite fun to do it as well. And this is a competition in Asia, and then we go outside Asia now. Is in Zurich is international competition. There's several examples. I picked this one to show you as a power wheelchair design competition. So the team, HKUST team, they design the power wheelchair, and then the project and then the competition itself is very meaningful because they design something for people with special needs and also help them to overcome obstacles. And they design the new wheelchair and test it during competition, and they have got the second place in that international competition. And not only competition, I think another so-called benefit of doing this is travel. Okay, so you have chance to travel outside Hong Kong, and also another different rewarding experience that you may have. And then the final one is the underwater robot, and the student, they like it very much because in the underwater environment, the robot will face different unclear, difficult situation because the water will affect the performance of the camera, may not see very clearly, and also the signal may be affected by the turbulence. And they try to overcome those issues in team. And in 2017 and 2019, they have got the all-round champion in the world. And we are the first Asian university to win the championship in this competition. So I think it should be attractive for you. And then the last bit I want to talk about is the technology and community service. So the idea here is about the use of technology to address the societal needs. So we see the needs of society. We hope we could apply what you have learned in technology, maybe a simple technology we have to solve those problems. And the program we are running for this team is called SITE, is called Student Innovation for Global Health Technology. Right. So in that years, the students again they travel to Indonesia to use a very simple scanner to scan retina through the pupil. Okay, so they take pictures of the retina, and then the device will analyze the patterns of the blood vessel for diagnosis. Right. So in that year, and this is a screening program called Diabetic Retinopathy Screening Program for Indonesia. And the internship and co-op program. An internship is a little bit short period of time. Most of the internship done in summer, and therefore co-op will be one semester. And then at HKUST Script Engineering, we encourage our students to participate in this program. And a lot of students, they participate, and our statistics show around 80% of our graduating class, the students do have internship experience before they graduate. And this is a good number. And also we hope to further expand the co-op program for our students. So we believe this is a good program. The reason is the students will be exposed to different working environments, so they will learn a little bit more about the working environment before they graduate. First is before, and also second is before they graduate, they can get prepared before they find job, and it will make them more competitive when they are looking for job. And this is good for students. And this is the program we are planning to expand. Now let's talk about the admission choices. In total, there are 3 choices. The first 2 school-based admission choices. So the first one is JS5200, is engineering, is a school-based admission. And then the second one is engineering with extended major in artificial intelligence. In short, we call it engineering plus AI, is JS5282. The third one is program-based choice, is direct admission. We call it ISDN program or ISD program. This is JS5211. So in total, there are 3 choices to get into the school engineering. The first 2 are the school-based, the last one is program-based to go into the program directly. And the admission requirement, I think you should be familiar with that, and I still repeat it here, is there are 4 core subjects required, you see on top, and then followed by 2 electives. And one of the electives should be one of the following subjects: biology, chemistry, physics, ICT, or combined science. Then for ISD, it's almost the same, except the yellow box, the last subject. This is also, it can be accepted for the ISD program. It's the design and applied technology. In short, we call it DAT subject. This is, it can be accepted for getting into ISD program. And for the ISD program, we require students to have DTP experience. There's a design and technology project experience. And DTP, SLP, OEA also accept. Then this slide shows the admission score computation. For the English, the score will be double. For math, the score will be double. For science as well will be double, and ICT will get the weight of 1. Then for the elective, if you have M1 or M2, then the score will be multiplied by 1.5. And then now I move on to the ISD. So ISD, additionally, DAT also can be included in the computation. And then the score will be double as well for the ISD only. Now this year we have new arrangement in the score computation that you need to pay attention to. On the right, then you will see 5 double star. Now it maps to 8.5. For 5 star, it maps to 7. For level 5, it maps to 5.5. This is a new arrangement, and this new scale applies to category A subjects alone. And for non-JUPAS admission, the following international qualifications, and also we accept those international qualifications shown on the screen. And for details, you can check our website, Join HKUST. And also the subject requirements, similar to other slideshow, we have math and science subject. And every year we admit students with IB qualification. So I would like to talk a little bit about the IB, then the competitive score range for the mid 50% range is between 37 and 42. And we need the following subject. They are shown on the right, and you can further check it in our website. And for the A level, then in the middle, you see the comparative score range is between A star, AA to 3A star. So this is the mid 50% range. And we require the following subject shown on the screen in the right column. If you have further questions, then you're welcome to drop us email, and you see the email address on the screen. And also you can directly call us, or you just visit our website to check for more information. Thank you.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed Professor sharing about the School of Engineering in general, and I hope it really arouses your interest in studying in the School of Engineering. So I will be sharing my experience and my journey in the School of Engineering. First, I'll introduce myself. My name is Cindy. I'm currently a final year student studying chemical and environmental engineering, and I'm also taking a minor in business. And I'm here today sharing with you as an engineering student ambassador. So a little bit about me. I come from Jakarta, Indonesia, and I was admitted through the Indonesian National Curriculum, which is the national exam. And I am interested in the environmental field as I'm taking chemical and environmental engineering. And some random facts about me: I am a bookworm. I like to read in my spare time, and I also love to sing. Okay, so how did I get here? I'm in my final year now, so I'm just gonna go back to my first year and share with you my journey in my first year. So I was admitted through the school-based admission to the School of Engineering. Initially, I was already inclined towards chemical engineering since high school, but then in my admission, I don't have any major yet for my first year because it's a school-based admission. So in my first year, I explored a lot of different majors under the School of Engineering, as Professor Albert Chung has already mentioned. And after a year of exploring what kind of majors there are, what kind of study, what fields are they studying, and I was still interested in chemical engineering, but I discovered that there's a major in HKUST that offers an additional element of like the environmental in chemical engineering. So at the end of my first year, I declared my major in chemical and environmental engineering. And then later in my second year, I declared my minor in business. Okay, so after my first year, I started my second year officially as a chemical and environmental engineering student. So you might wonder, do engineering students just study all the time? Or do we have any other activities that are like enriching our university life? So the answer is yes, we do. We don't just study all the time. These are just some pictures that I would like to show you to help me explain my university life with you guys. So the first picture on the left is the Experiential Learning workshop, which is the beer brewing workshop that I joined in my first year. This is a really fun workshop because I really enjoyed learning outside the classroom. So the things that I learn in classroom is just theories. We just absorb the information from our professors. But in these workshops, we actually get to get hands-on experience on those theories. So this is a really great experience for me and one of my friends there. And then the second picture in the middle, you see that line of pizza boxes. This is actually taken from professional development event with our faculty members, also with our fellow students. So in the CBE, in the Chemical and Biological Engineering department, they provide like academic and professional development where they invite our alumni or like industry professionals to share their experiences and also to help us develop our skills outside the classroom. And then the picture right next to it is a picture taken from one of my courses where I get to create a video for one of my assignments in the courses. So it was really great experience interacting with different people from different backgrounds because my teammates were not just people who had similar backgrounds as me. They're not just Indonesians, but they also come from other nationalities like locals or other international countries. And then the rightmost picture is the American Institute of Chemical Engineers, which I am a member of. So this club, I could say, we have it's a student chapter in HKUST where they provide professional development workshops, and they basically just provide a community for us as like chemical and engineering students to like support each other and just develop together in our major. Yeah. And then the next highlight of my university life is a study tour to Singapore that I get to join in my first year, in the summer of my first year. So I joined this study tour with the Women in Science and Engineering Club with around 10 people of female science and engineering students and one faculty member. So what we did there is we spent 4 days in Singapore visiting various places listed here actually. We visited NTU, NUS, and Singapore MIT Alliance for Research and Technology. And in these places, we get to learn more about their research projects, what they're doing, what they're progressing, what fields they're progressing in, especially in Singapore. And then we also visited the Google headquarters in Singapore and the Marina Barrage and New Water. Basically, there are facilities, some facilities related to like engineering and the environment. And this is a really memorable experience for me because I get to experience like the abroad view instead of just Hong Kong, because I've been studying in Hong Kong, and having that other perspective of another geographical location, which is Singapore here, really just widens my horizon about what's happening out there. So yeah. And then back to HKUST, I always try to seize the opportunities that are given by the School of Engineering and by HKUST in general. So as Professor Chung has mentioned, we have enrichment programs, one of which is the Undergraduate Research Opportunities Program. So I did join this program starting in summer 2019 after my first year. And my project is about gray water remediation. So gray water is just wastewater excluding toilet wastewater. So it comes from laundry, as you can see in the table there. It can come from laundry or kitchen or like wash basins. And it actually has a great potential for reuse because we produce a lot of it. So if we actually treat it properly, we can reuse them for many different purposes. And my role there was to perform experiments in the lab with a sample of gray water from the laundry machine in one of the student halls in HKUST, because we're planning to build a prototype treatment unit in there. So it was a really great experience, I could say, because not only I can know what research is like, because usually research is just for postgraduate students and not undergraduate students, because we might not know anything about these projects, but they really give us an opportunity to taste the research environment. And then I also got to learn a lot from my professor, from the PG students that I work with, and it was overall a really rewarding experience. And then other than that, I was also fortunate to be able to serve as an undergraduate teaching assistant in my department. So I joined this kind of like service to help my peers in their courses. So I did that last year and I also did it this year with different courses. And I really like to help people, so it was really great for me to be able to assist people in their courses. And then another program that I am in is the Engineering Student Ambassador Program, which is why I'm here talking to you. The left picture is an interview that I did with an alumni, which is also an Indonesian. He went to HKUST for his undergraduate and master's studies, and then he just got into MIT for his PhD studies. So being in ESA program, I got to interact with different people and then like gain insights from these people and really just share my experience and be the representative of the engineering school. And some work experience, I'm not going to be talking into a lot of details, but I did an internship at Civic Exchange, which is an environmental think tank in Hong Kong, last summer for 2 months. So I was a research intern, so I did a lot of research about decarbonization efforts for Hong Kong. And I really learned a lot about like research skills. I refined my writing skills, analytical skills, also like communication with different people. And I got to know this opportunity from HKUST. So HKUST really wants the students to grow holistically, not just in the classroom, not just also like in the extracurricular activities, but also industry experience, because they want to shape their students to become professionals in the future. And then future plans. This is actually my final semester studying at HKUST, because next spring I will be completing a co-op project in a company in Hong Kong. about R&D. And then after that, I would graduate, hopefully. After graduation, I plan to pursue a career in the sustainability or environmental field in the future. Yes. So just some advice for you in basically anything in your university life. Don't let others choose for you, because you might not like what they like. Just do what you want and pursue your own passion. And then the second one is never hesitate to ask, because a lot of people here at the staff, your seniors, your fellow students, they really want to help you, because for me, like, I've been in your shoes before, so I really like to help. And then open yourself to new opportunities, because in HKUST, in the School of Engineering, we have a lot of opportunities here. So just seize those opportunities and enrich your university life as best as you can. And then lastly, just be yourself in everything that you do, and your application to HKUST. Just be yourself and show that you are a great person and you can be a wonderful engineer in the future. Yeah. So that is the end of my presentation. You can keep in touch with me through my email there. And now I think it's time for Q&A.
Thank you very much, Cindy.
Yeah.
It's a very nice summary of your journey at KUST.
Yeah.
This is your final year, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Job hunting. Yeah, it should be fine. Now let's look at the questions we received from the chat, and I see some questions. Then let me read the first one and see if we can answer it together. So the first question is, can I enroll in engineering with extended major in AI after admitted to the school engineering? Okay, so the answer is yes. Coming to the school engineering, there are two possible paths. One is our engineering program, school-based admission. The other is also school-based admission, is engineering with extended major in AI. So there are two possible ways of coming to HKUST School of Engineering. So after coming to the School of Engineering, then you spend 1 year taking introduction courses, computing courses, basic science courses. And after that, if you find you have interest in joining the extended major in AI program, even though you are just in the engineering program, you could apply for opt-in. So this is the opt-in opportunity you can grab by the end of the first year. And of course, for some students, if they admit to the extended major in AI after 1 year of study by the end of the first year, and they find their interest is in something else, right, rather than AI, then they can opt out. So we have this opt-in and opt-out opportunities for the student. So to address this question, the answer is yes. Okay, so let's move on to the second question. So the second question is about civil engineering. Okay, so this student wants to study civil engineering. Is there any benefit to select extended major in AI? In my opinion, definitely there are benefits. The reason to introduce this new program, extended major in AI, is mainly because we hope students can learn emerging technology nowadays, and this is artificial intelligence. We see a lot of opportunities to apply AI in different disciplines. For example, your choice is civil engineering. So we see in the construction site, using AI can check the progress of the construction work, and also can be used in the construction site. For example, the safety in the construction site. Are the workers standing too near some dangerous region that they should not be to? This could be checked automatically. So this is the use of AI. So the answer is yes. There is benefit to study AI plus civil engineering. Okay, so we move on to the third question. So what kind of questions will be asked in the interview? So this question is about interview with the Cindy, then you can compliment a little bit.
Okay.
Other than what should I prepare for? Okay, so the students now, okay, so I know you're preparing for the interview. Regarding the interview, the nature is bidirectional. So during the interview, we do assessment. This is why the reason why we run interview. So we do assessment on students. For example, we look at the language proficiency. This is important because in here, in the school of engineering, the students' backgrounds are actually very diverse, and they speak different dialects and also use different languages. Language proficiency is one thing we need to check, and also we also look at the students' ability to think logically. We're in the school of engineering. So this is second thing we need to look at. The third is discussion performance. We believe nowadays the engineers, they need this soft skill as they participate in group discussion to express their ideas, articulate their ideas, and also listen to other students or their peers' suggestion. So this is the third thing we look at. So some other things, but you don't need to prepare for that because they are mainly non-academic. For the academic, there's not much academic. This, I think you can, if you're invited to come to interview, and you should be able to handle those questions. Another, I say this is bidirectional. We will do assessment. Another thing we hope the student can get is you join our interview and you have chance to interact with our students and also professors. So you can learn a little bit about HKUST before you make your final decision, whether coming or not. Right. So Cindy, you can share a little bit of your idea.
Yeah, so I joined the group interview before my admission. And I think it was fun because I get to meet different people from different schools. And yeah, it wasn't really hard in the sense that they don't really ask a lot of technical questions because we know you're high school students, you might not know a lot of things, but it's just designed to know about what your personality, how you communicate your ideas with your friends, because there's going to be like a discussion part where you can discuss about a topic that is assigned to you guys. So it's just how you interact in those in a group of people. So yeah.
Right. So now we can maybe move on to the next question. Then it's about workload. Okay. So the question is about workload of HKUST is heavy. Do I have time to do something else interesting other than study? What is your view on that?
You definitely have time if you can manage your time well, because there are a lot of different activities for students to join, like a lot of societies or clubs. And I actually am active in some societies as well. And HKUST really encourage their students to have a balanced university life. So being a part of these societies will definitely polish your skills outside of the classroom and allow you to meet more friends and expand your network. And also being a part of societies may also give you a higher chance of getting a hall space in your university, in your 4 years of university.
Yeah, so you have time. And then the next one, again, Cindy, I think it's for you. It's about doing minor in business. You're doing minor in business.
Yeah.
Is it heavy in terms of the workload? Doing a minor on top of a major.
It is heavier, definitely, than just doing a major, but I wouldn't say it's very heavy. Because I chose business because it's related to I want to complement my major with business, the business perspective. So that is why, but there's a lot of other choices of minors that you can choose from. So I think HKUST has more than 20 different minors for you to choose, and you can select more than one minors if you wish. And we are free to choose these minors, and our engineering school really allows the flexibility and the room for us to really take these minors according to our interest. So flexibility.
Yeah. So I did see students doing 2 minors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
even
it's
3.
possible.
So one of our friends has 3 minors.
Oh.
I know one of them.
Yeah. And the next one is about A-level. Yeah. So I guess the student is doing A-level. The results will be announced in July and June. Should I submit the application after that? How about scholarship? Can I apply for scholarship? For students who are doing A-level, then my recommendation is you can apply now. Yeah, because when you're applying HKUST, then you have chance to submit the supporting documents, including your school report cards, school reports, or other qualifications. A-level should be GCSE or O-level results. So you can first you can submit those supporting documents, and we will review applications when we receive the application. And then the admission we are running is a rolling admission. It means if you are qualified, pass our admission standard, then we will give you an conditional offer. So my recommendation is you can apply now, and then we will review the application. And about the scholarship, okay, so the scholarship, you don't need to apply for academic scholarship. So when we are reviewing your application, if you are above certain standard, then of course we will issue the conditional offer plus scholarship. Okay, so you will get it if you meet the requirement. That being said, there are some scholarship that are non-academic. So for the non-academic scholarship, you may need to provide us with more supporting documents. So for that, you need to check the website for HKUST website for more information. Okay, so maybe I move on to the next one. Is the I like mathematics. Okay, so I know a lot of students they learn mathematics. Then I have no idea which engineering major I should go for. What can I do? Anyone can help. Okay, so what is your view on that?
I think in the first year of study, we are given the opportunity to explore different majors. So even though you're not sure what major to take, because we have a lot of options, and you can explore, you can take courses, introductory courses to different majors, so that you can get to know what do you study in that major, what do you do in that major. So no need to worry.
Yeah. It's good to hear from someone who has gone through the process. It's perfect. Then the advice is no worries, and just come to HKUST. In the first year, you will have chance to interact with our peer mentors, and they are senior students, and they are willing to share the experience with you, and then you also can learn from them the differences between majors. And also you can talk to professors. So in the first year, a lot of help. And this is important to students. We know that we will provide advice to you. And I believe this is the last question due to the time limit. It's about computer science. I'm interested in computer science. However, I do not have any experience in programming. This is a common question because my background is computer science. Okay, some students address this question to me. Okay, I didn't have programming background. Could I apply computer science? The answer is yes. Yeah, in the first year, then you have seen in the presentation, you can take computing courses. Then you can learn a little bit about programming in the first year. Even though you do not have background, then you just attend lectures, practice programming, then you can follow the material. And after having taken this course, then you ask yourself whether you still like programming or computer science. If you decide to go ahead, apply for computer science. Yeah, so you can. Yeah, so this is the last question. Then I hope you do find this section informative, and you find information that's useful for you to know more about HKUST School of Engineering. This is the end of our admission talk. If you still have unanswered questions, no worries. Please visit our Virtual Info Day website. In the website, then you can post your question. We have our staff, professors, also students to give you a reply. And also you can ask any questions related to HKUST. So I hope we will see you soon on HKUST campus. Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.